What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason. You're watching Backtrack Cinema, where we rewind the movies that made us. And I am your judge, jury, and executioner of the channel. So last night we honored Chuck Norris, guys. We had a great time honoring Chuck Norris for an Invasion USA watch party. Had an awesome time. And this is an idea I've been thinking about for a while. If you're clicking the thumbnail, spin the wheel and see what we talk about. So all my VHSs you guys see in the backdrop there are going to be on a giant wheel. We're going to spin the wheel, and then whatever movie it lands on, we're just going to kind of chill, talk about it, quote it, read the back of the VHS cover, whatever we're going to do. So if you jump into the live show, that's great. But if you're watching after the fact, let me know if you like this kind of content, ideas, all like that. Well, I got a lot of friends who do VHS content all the time. I'm a big VHS collector for the action, the horror genre, and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna just see where the morning takes us. And I got my coffee. I thought a morning show would be kind of fun. Sunday morning. It is Sunday morning, 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So people on the West Coast, it'd be pretty early for them. If you're out in the UK, it'd probably be late afternoon for you. So yeah, let's get it going and see how many people we can get in here today. Gotta have my coffee, man. Gotta have my coffee. Gareth, buddy, he says afternoon. What's going on, buddy? I figured it'd be what, late afternoon for you? Afternoon, mid afternoon, something like that. How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. I'm gonna go for about an hour, guys, and maybe we'll spin as many movies as we can, and then whatever the last movie I spin, maybe that will be the watch party we do next. That sounds like a cool idea, I think. Had a blast doing Invasion USA last night. Like I said, a lot of engagement with that last night, and it was just a ton of fun. It was just fun to watch that movie and honor Chuck. So, all right. So let me just figure out how to share my screen here. All right, there we go. Let's go with this one like that. So there's our wheel, guys. We're going to spin it to win it. So let's just not waste any time and let's do it. Let's see how we make out here. All right, where's it landing? Friday the 13th, part 4, guys. Friday the 13th, part 4. All right. Where is it? I never took it out of the VHS player when I did the watch party. That's how long it's been since I've watched it. But anyways, I don't know if you guys can see that. Friday the 13th, part 4. Pretty good. Great slasher movie. A lot of people say this the template for a perfect slasher movie. It's pretty good. We got Jimbo. This is the one you've been screaming for. I'm always curious what it says on the back. I like reading the backs of these. That may be boring for you, but a cool cover though, right? Cool cover. The body count continues in this vivid thriller, the fourth but not final story in the widely successful Friday the 13th series. Jason, Crystal Lake's least popular citizens, return to wreak further havoc on Friday the 13th, the final chapter. After his revival in a hospital morgue, the hockey-masked murderer fixes his vengeful attention on the Jarvis family and a group of hitherto carefree teenagers. Young Tommy Jarvis is an aficionado of horror films with a special talent for masks and makeup. Has the diabolical Jason finally met his match? There you go. The final chapter. Great movie, man. I think Axel's Kill is my favorite. Garrett says the cover has the axe wound on the wrong side. It does. You're right. A little bit of continuity error there. Good call. Good call. Gareth shoots and he scores, as we say in Canada. Top shelf where we keep the peanut butter. All right. Let's continue the movie jam. What we got going now? Boom! Judgment Night. Have you guys? I know you've seen Night, Gareth. Um, Judgment Night is a nice little thriller here. Amelia Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., Dennis Leary. I don't know if a lot of you have seen it. I think it's on Tubi. A widely entertaining thriller, funny, suspenseful, and exciting. WGN Radio. Judgment Night. I always felt like had a lot of tension. A bunch of friends, buddies, they rent an RV, they're going to see a boxing match, they get caught in traffic, witness a murder, and then they're on the run from Dennis Leary and his thugs for the rest of the night. And Amelia Estevez really is this kind of he was a wild man and a fighter back in his youth, and he's got responsibilities now, and the crew's looking at him like, he's not the guy he was, he's just he's been wussified, let's say. Um, and he comes out of his shell and nest and protects his own and all that. And I always thought it was a really good flick. So Judgment Night, I highly recommend. Judgment Night. It's pretty good stuff, man. All right, let me get rid of these ads here. I got serious problems with pop-ups. Video, Gareth says, don't own it, sadly. Really, Gareth? Wow, out of all the VHS tapes you have, man, you don't own it. Bummer. Directed by my mate, Stephen Hopkins. Oh, man. Do you know, I'm a huge 24 fan, and he directed a lot of those episodes on the first season. And I think he did a great job. He did Predator 2 as well, I believe. I believe you interviewed him for that, Gareth. That's awesome, dude. Awesome. All right, let's go. You spin me round, round, baby, round, round. What do we got? Oh, is it going there? Christine. Let's see if I can grab it under my lights here. Got to be careful. The classic Stephen King. Christine, John Carpenter. Oh, this is a classic. This is one I watch every year, from the director of Halloween and Vampires. Kind of odd, but from the director of Halloween and Vampires. Carpenter's best since Halloween. Yeah, this is a cool movie about a killer car. This kid gets obsessed with this car and almost like possessed by this car. You know what I mean? This geeky kid who becomes this badass, if you want to call it that, and his friends got to take him out. And it's really about, there's a lot of messaging about anti-bullying and stuff like that, but also making a really good horror movie. There's awesome quotes in here like "show me," right? The way that when the car comes back together, I think it has a really cool jump scare in this. But we got let me see here, starring Keith Gordon, John Stockwell, Alexandra Paul. She was born in Detroit on an automobile assembly line, but she's no ordinary automobile. Deep within her chassis lives an unholy presence. She is Christine, a red and white 1958 Plymouth Fury whose unique standard equipment includes an evil, indestructible vengeance that will destroy anyone in her way. She seduces a 17-year-old Arnie Cunningham, who becomes consumed with passion for her sleek, rounded chrome. Oh my God, the print is so small and I'm freaking blind. I swear. It's also dark here. She demands his complete and unwanted devotion, and when outside seeks to interfere, they become the victim of Christine's horrifying wrath. Christine. I think we got to put the specs on, guys. You get old, man. You get old. That's all I can say is you get old. Gareth says so far the UK covers are the same, which is unusual. Oh, well, we'll see where it takes us, buddy. All right, let's keep spinning. Keep spinning, talking movies. I kind of like this random approach to this video. This random approach to doing this. Oh, one of my favorites. Is it gonna land there? Boom. Commando. If we can find it. This one's a little beat up. It's a little beat up. CBS Fox on there. Oh no. Man, the one-liners in this, like everything that comes out of his mouth is a one-liner, man. It's awesome. Take something from Arnold Schwarzenegger and he'll get it back his way. Arnold Schwarzenegger dominates the blockbuster mix of action and offbeat humor as Colonel John Matrix, the ultimate soldier. In one-man army, Matrix used to be the leader of the Special Commando Strike Force that always got the toughest jobs done. Now he's retired and living under a new identity with his 11-year-old daughter, Jenny. But an old enemy wants him for one more job, to bend Matrix to his will. So he takes Jenny hostage. Standing between Matrix and Jenny is an array of punks, killers, and one of his own ex-commandos. In a fully equipped private army, Matrix figures the odds are even. He does have help with Cindy by Ray Dong Chong, a fiery stewardess he happens to have duffed along the way, and General Kirby who trained him. But Kirby is always one step behind, and Matrix has only hours before they send Jenny back to him in pieces. When the pressure's on, Matrix only gets tougher, and nothing's going to stop him now. Heaven help anyone who gets in his way. A good old 90 minutes, 1985. Again, I love Commando, guys. I think it's, so yeah, the one-liners in this. I'm going to kill you last. Let off some steam, Bennett. Or what about Duke, man? What about Bill Duke in there doing the, I think, one of Bronson. There you are. I thought I saw you quoting lines in here. He eats green berets for breakfast. And right now I'm very hungry. Ginny. Where's Ginny? I lied. Oh, yeah. Commando's great, man. I mean, you don't see movies like that no more. This over-the-top cheese fest, but it's so fun. And it just moves, that movie. That movie just absolutely moves. All right, let's keep going. What is on the back wall for us to grab? What are you renting next? What are you renting next? The Ring. This is fairly in good shape here. Really cool atmospheric thriller of a movie, man. American version of The Ring. Before you die, you see the ring. So good it's scary. I loved this movie when it first came out. I'm still a big fan of The Ring. This is kind of my kind of horror movie with a lot of mood and atmosphere. The scariest movie of the year. Price to own on VHS. Oh, this one doesn't have at all. It doesn't have a write up at all. See, there you go. It just says so good it's scary. But Naomi Watts, is it? I think Naomi Watts is just fantastic in this film. I mean, it's kind of this mystery thriller horror about this, tape people watch, and 7 days later they get a call and then they die. And she's got to figure out what's going on. It's a good little flick, man. I'm gonna leave that one off for now. It's one of these flicks that was really popular at the time, and I think it's really held up over the years. I don't care for the rest of the movies in the franchise, but yeah, I dig The Ring. All right, let's keep going, guys. I'm gonna go for an hour, so we're gonna go for an hour here doing this. Ooh. Back to the Future. We got to get back in time. I did see it here, guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, my stars. Going blind. I picked this up as a trilogy set, and it's in really good shape. Like, it's in pretty good shape. Show you. Pretty good shape. Back to the Future. I don't know if this is a re-release or, but just one of my favorite films of all time, guys. Back to the Future. He was never in time for his classes. He wasn't in time for his dinner. Then one day he wasn't in time at all. I like that. That's funny. One of the top grossing box office comedies of all time, running in 1 hour and 56 minutes. Just an excellent film. I love Back to the Future, man. George McFly, just love it, man. Last night, Darth Vader came down from the planet Vulcan. If I didn't ask Lorraine out, he'd melt my brain. Let's just keep this melting brain things to ourselves. Come on, George. Oh man, just love it. Doc, you disintegrated Einstein. Calm down, Barty. I didn't disintegrate anything. So great. The Johnny Be Good scene, really at the heart of this movie, I love is you have this son who meets his father in 1955 in the past. He helps his father become a better person, gain confidence, sticking up for himself and all that. And so I think that's a really good message in general. It's a family story, man. It's just a great family comedy, and it just works on every level. Back to the Future, man. Back to the Future. Great film. Yeah, Jeff says great film. Gareth says over 6 months in the USA top 10 cinema charts. Wow, that is impressive. Very impressive. All right, let's keep going, guys. I got about 50 movies on this wheel. I don't think we're going to have time to do them all, but see what happens. The Empire Strikes Back. Now, I have 2 copies of this film, guys. I just grabbed the special edition one, though. That's the special edition one, but I do have the original. I have the original Empire Strikes Back. This is one of my favorite films of all time, too. I remember watching this 3 times a day when I was a kid. I'd ask my mom to put it in the VHS player because she didn't want me jamming tapes into it. So I would go and play, come back in for lunch or something, watch it again. Like I'd probably watched it in pieces, but I was watching Empire Strikes Back all the time. Just an awesome sequel to the Star Wars. The battle continues. The Empire Strikes Back, complete with restored original footage, new scenes, and enhanced special effects. It's the version George Lucas envisioned when he first created this legendary sequel to Star Wars. The battle to save the galaxy from the evil Empire rages on as Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Chewbacca face attack by Imperial forces while Han and Leia escape. Luke sets off the Dagobah in search of Yoda. Only with the Jedi Master's help will Luke survive when the dark side of the Force beckons him to a life or death of duel with Darth Vader. Chick flick. I've always been a big fan of Empire Strikes Back, and I think the cinematography is on point, man. When Darth Vader is in the where they have in Cloud City when they have the lightsaber fight at the end, I love that lightsaber fight. But how just the shadows and how dark he is standing up there. The Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet. I love it. So good. And I got a Mr. Yoda. I picked this up at a flea market. Pretty cool. You like Yoda? I have so much shit, guys. So much shit that I don't have room for. So Empire Strikes Back. Garrett says he rented it loads back in the day. I bet, man. Such a classic. Classic. All right, let's spin the wheel. The real McCoy now. That's on the top shelf, so I'm not gonna go grab it right now. But honestly, guys, I do not remember much about this movie. I just remember liking it. I went to the flea market and found it on VHS. Kim Basinger in it. I loved her back in the day. The Three Blondes guys. You know, I know, I don't know. I think Jeff 101 Bronson, you're a little bit younger, but you're into a lot of these old movies. But Gareth would remember the Three Blondes, man. Michelle Pfeiffer, Kim Basinger, and Sharon Stone were just rocking the box office, right? Am I not right? But the real McCoy was like a really cool thriller. I remember. And that's the kind of movies I want to rewatch and talk about. The ones that you haven't seen in years, right? And Gareth says, saw it in the cinema and probably not seen it since. Yeah, I'm very similar. I haven't seen it in quite some time. Remember liking it though. Let's keep her going. Get the pace up. What's going on? Oh boy. Dirty Harry the Deadpool. That's hiding behind my sign. I'm not gonna grab that. The Deadpool. Yeah, I mean, probably. You know what? I like all the Dirty Harry films. I don't think there's a bad one in the franchise. I think the Deadpool's. I think if I was to when I ranked them, it was either fifth or fourth. I can't remember. Um, it gets a little bit more over the top and a little bit cheesy, but I like the concept of this guy, this killer, taking out these like famous people and this like kind of like Deadpool list. And Harry Callahan makes the list. I like the girl in it, the redhead girl, who's has a just an awesome voice. I forget that actress's name, but she has a great voice. And you know, all these guys always rocket launchered or bazooka somebody in the end. Last night, man, we were watching Invasion USA. Chuck Norris takes the bazooka. We got Bronson and Death Wish 3 taking the bazooka and Death Wish 4. We got Harry Callahan taking care of business in here. You get Guns N' Roses in this film. You get Jim Carrey, who's kind of wild. Liam Neeson's in this. It could be a wild film. It could be a fun film to watch. So 101 Bronze, haven't heard of this one. Real McCoy, yeah, check it out. It's not bad. It says I do like Kim Basinger. He follows it up with can't go wrong with Dirty Harry. All five are good and entertaining. Yeah, they really are. I think The Enforcer might be my least favorite, but even that is still a good time. All right, let's keep her going. Ooh, I like this one. I bought this at a used place. Enemy Mine. I don't know, Gareth. You remember this one? Enemy Mine. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know if you've seen it. Stars Dennis Quaid, Louis Gossett Jr. This is a great sci-fi story about humans in the Dothraki. I think is that what they're called? I think I don't know if that sounds like a Game of Thrones character, but they hate each other, get stranded on an island together, or they get stranded on this planet together, and they have to get along to survive. Then they become the best of friends. So, Louis, like the makeup of, I don't know if you could see that, the makeup there of Louis Gossett Jr. Pretty sweet, man. Pretty good movie. Exciting and funny. Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune. Exciting and funny. So he liked it. To accommodate the vast sets for the movie's volcanic planet, Flynn 4, Enemy Mine was shot on Europe's largest and most technical, sophisticated soundstage. Designers utilized 7 of the facility's 9 stages, and they even built a spectacular new stage dubbed the Wolfgang Peterson Hall after the film's director. In this visual stunning sci-fi adventure, 2 warriors engaged in a savage futuristic war between Earth and the planet Drakon crash land on a desolate fiery planet. At first a human and his reptilian alien opponent are intent on destroying each other, but after battling the elements in each other, the 2 stranded pilots gradually realize that the only way either of them will survive is to overcome their undying hatred. So yeah, there you go. It's a great film, Enemy Mine. You know, it has a lot to say in it. Good science fiction, good practical effects, really good drama too. It's a good one, man. I have a lot of nostalgia for that one. Oh wow, you haven't seen this one? I'd check it out, man. I really would. Wow, Gareth, you haven't seen Enemy Mine. Wow, I see. I grew up with that one, man. I like a lot. My dad watched it a lot. Um, hey Dan, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you in here. Says, hey everyone. There's 7 people watching now. Good times, good times. You guys all saying hi. All right, let's keep her going. What's next? What are we talking about next? Ooh. A little bit of stir of echoes, everyone. Stop asking the boy questions. Talk to me. Kevin Bacon is just wild and sporadic in this movie. It's a great thriller. Sixth Sense gets all the credit, but you had like movies like The Others and Stir of Echoes, and it's just great. Chilling, thumbs up, taunt, disorienting, and generally creepy. Yeah, this is a great flick where Kevin Bacon gets hypnotized, and then he starts seeing a ghost in his house and all these signs and everything, and telling him what to do, and there ends up it ends up leading him down a terrifying road kind of thing. But it's a really good movie. I always enjoyed it. What's up, Danita? Says morning, Jason. Everyone. Dan says, yeah, grew up seeing it on cable. Awesome. Simon, back to the retro. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the chat. He says, yep, great film. Danita says, love Stir of Echoes. Kevin was great in that one. Yeah, he really was. And he really he still likes that the work he did in that movie. You see him praise it on his Instagram and all that stuff. So all right. Get your coffee into you guys. Alrighty. Gareth says, I have the big box rental of this one. Avoid the sequel. Yeah, I never even bothered with the sequel. All right, let's keep her going. What's next? Oh, one of my favorites, guys. Love my copy of Jason Lives, one of my favorite slashers. I think you all know how much I dig this movie. Friday the 13th, part 6, Jason Lives. Let's read the back here. As a child, Tommy Jarvis did what many others died trying to do. He killed Jason Voorhees, the mass murderer who terrorized the residents of Crystal Lake. But now, years later, Tommy is tormented by the fear that maybe Jason isn't really dead. So Tommy and a friend goes to the cemetery to dig up Jason's grave. Unfortunately for Tommy, and very unfortunately for his friend, that's not telling you that the friend dies right away, eh? Instead of finding a rotting corpse, they discover a well-rested Jason who comes back from the dead for another bloody rampage. Friday the 13th, part 6. It's such a great movie. I love everything about the movie, man. I think it's just absolutely great. And it's a movie that I've just loved ever since I was a kid. It was the first horror film I ever watched. Watched it with my mom. She let me rent it. I sat on a beanbag in front of a huge tube TV, loving it up. And that I think that intro to that movie, which is around 9 minutes long, I think, it's best Friday the 13th scene ever for me. You know, just going back to the roots of Frankenstein and all that kind of stuff is just awesome. Just love that flick. Best moment is that intro, though. I love that. I love so much about that movie, though. The sheriff, getting bent in half, the end on the lake with the fire and breaking the boat, and Megan is sweet. She's a pistol. She's hot. She's funny. She's entertaining. I love her. All right, keep her going. What Lies Beneath? Another one of my favorite ghost stories, man. Right up here. I think that cover is it's hard to see, but so cool. What Lies Beneath? I mean, just an ode to Alfred Hitchcock. This Harrison Ford, Michelle Pfeiffer. He was the perfect husband until his one mistake followed them home. A first class thriller. Dennis Cunningham does for bathtubs what Psycho did for showers. That's interesting. Spine tingling. It's great. If you guys want to see the back there, What Lies Beneath? Such a classic. Oh, let's fix that. 26 years old, too, going on this year. It came out in 2000. So, What Lies Beneath, I mean, it's happening in that movie, man. It's got some really good, it's a really good thriller, man. It's got really good performances. When she's possessed and Michelle Pfeiffer goes, I think she's starting blah, 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 blah. Can't talk this morning. I think she's starting to suspect something. Who? Your wife. She's just great, this movie. They both are. So good. Danita says, yes, What Lies Beneath, one of my go-to movies. Yeah, I love it too. I probably watch it once a year myself. Boom, Copland. Okay, before we start talking Copland, I want to get into Gareth's comment here. He says ruined by Scary Movie 2. I refuse, Gareth. I think those movies are lousy. I think they're horrible. I'm not into spoofs. I find it ruins the real movies. I'm just not into the spoofs really. Yeah, I have fun with Naked Gun. I have Spaceballs I like, but I am not a Scary Movie fan whatsoever. But yeah, Copland. Copland. Simon says Scary Movie 2 was effing awful. Probably. I haven't seen it. I refuse to see it. Copland. So that might be a top shelf one. Yeah, it's not the top shelf. I won't get it. But yeah, Copland is one of Stallone's best performances, man. That is a great cop movie that plays out almost like a novel. Like you're almost catching up, like because so many characters are thrown at you. But Stallone plays against his stereotype. He plays this an overweight, sheriff who turns a blind eye to it's a cop land. He sheriffs a small town where all the cops live, and how they're all living this comfy life. And and things get out of control, then he's got to decide basically to help the internal affairs, Robert De Niro's character, or keep turning a blind eye, right? And it probably doesn't have the most. A lot of people probably find it anticlimactical, the ending, but I love the dialogue. Ray Liotta and Stallone are really good in this, and Robert De Niro's good. Harvey Keitel, so many actors in this. Peter Berg. Yeah, 101 Bronson says absolutely love Copland. Great cast in there. I agree, man. Great cast. Yeah. Stallone versus De Niro scene is one of my favorites. I tried getting you the help, but you blew it. You know what Stallone did to gain all that weight too? He went to a pancake house every morning. Just put on like 40, 50 pounds, man. All right. Keep her going, guys. And your video rental for the day is? Ooh, is it that one? Ooh, one of my favorite covers. Where are you? My favorite horror poster. Look at that. That's glorious. Psycho 2. Let's look at the back. It's kind of beat up there, Gareth. It's kind of beat up, but I do dig it. It's nice. I like it. Anthony Perkins, Psycho 2. It's 22 years later, and Norman Bates is coming home. I think this one at the time, a lot of people did not expect to be this good. You know, why would you do a sequel of a perfect, absolute classic, right? 22 years later. This seemed out of the norm, but they did it, man. They really pulled it off. And Psycho 2, a lot of people consider better. I don't. I'm still a bigger fan of number one, but in 1960, Alfred Hitchcock shocked audiences around the world and made screen history with his gothic horror masterpiece, Psycho. Now, 22 years later, the Bates Motel is back in business, and screams of terror are once again being heard as the long-awaited sequel, Psycho 2, comes to the screen. Anthony Perkins, who starred as Norman Bates, and Vera Miles, who played the sister of the shower murder victim, recreate their memorable roles from the original. In addition, movie buffs will be heartened to know that the producer of the film was Hitchcock's first assistant director in Psycho, and the director is a serious Hitchcock scholar. The result is a movie that the New York Daily News had called a winner, and KABC TV described as even more intense than the original. Psycho 2. I absolutely love this flick, guys. I love the whole franchise. Norman Bates is just so bloody interesting, man. And I just love the arc he goes on from Psycho 1 all the way to Psycho 4. And I do like Psycho 4 as well with Olivia Hussey. I like that one, man. It's one of my favorite horror franchises. I really, really, really dig it. Garrett says I only have the first on VHS, but it's a re-release. I wish I could find I'll take a re-release, Gareth, of the original Psycho, man. Seriously, I would. Bronson says only own the original, but have seen the sequel. Psycho 2 is pretty damn good. Yeah, it is. I have this one I bought. Blu-ray of the original Psycho. And this has the uncut stuff in it, like the German uncut scenes. This is pretty cool. Got to organize my movies so bad, guys. Everything's out of whack down here. All right, let's keep going. We got 20 minutes to go, and then we're going to find out what our watch party will be. Oh. Telethon. I have not seen this Bronson movie, 101 Bronson. I own it up there. I don't know where the hell it is. I don't know if I can grab it. Let's see. I picked it up. I picked up Telethon, but I have not seen it yet. No excuses, Jason. Oh, I know. Got to do another Bronson month. I did the Bronson month back in last February. Got to do another one. So this is who's Charles Bronson, Lee Remick. Lee Remick's in The Omen as well, I believe. Tyne Daly, Alan Badel, Patrick McGee, and Donald Pleasance. Ooh, good cast. Screenplay by Peter Hyams. Did he not do a Van Damme movie? Time Cop? That sounds familiar. The Cold War gets hot as master of action violence Don Dirty Harry Siegel presents Telethon, a thriller of international intrigue. Telethon KGB code name for a chilling Soviet plan to blow key U.S. military targets clear off the map. Stars Charles Bronson, Lee Remick, and Donald Pleasance as hard-nosed players in a hot, cold game of spy versus spy. Okay, that sounds interesting. Wow. I'll have to watch Telethon. That's what it's one of the Bronson ones I haven't seen yet. That almost could have been the watch party. Jeff says, "Oh, Telethon, you should definitely check that one out. Great Cold War thriller." Okay, cool. Well, I trust you, Bronson. I trust you. Comes up with, yeah, Time Cop and Sudden Death. That's it. Peter Hyams directed those, didn't he? Mr. Dan says, wow, I need to get on that rewatch of Telethon. Denita said, never heard of this Bronson movie. Have to check it out. I think it's on Tubi as well. I think, but I'm not sure. So if you're popping in, guys, this is Backtrack Cinema Live on my channel. This is episode 63, which I'm calling Rewind Roulette. Let the VHS decide what we talk about. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a cool idea. You'd like to see another episode. We certainly can do that because I have enough VHS tapes to do this. Not as much as Gareth, though. All right, let's continue. Give me the prize. Give me the prize. I'm not going to grab this one, but Missing in Action 2. This is actually quite a good Chuck Norris movie, I find. It's a little bit more slow burn. The Missing in Action 1. Missing in Action 1, I still think maybe the better movie, but Missing in Action 2, there's a lot of character stuff in it going on. There's a lot of I think his performance is good. There's an end fight that's really good. And what these guys got to do in the prison camp to stay alive, I think it's cool. I mean, imagine if we got a Rambo movie where Rambo was in Vietnam, in the prison and stuff like that. And which there is a Rambo prequel coming, but Missing in Action 2, I enjoy all three, honestly. I think that it's a really fun war trilogy. So really good end fight though, man. Freaking Chuck is just laying the beat down, man. Laying the beat down. 101 Bronson says, I swear Garrett's VHS collection will one day bring his house down. You know what's going to happen? Remember Real Genius with the popcorn? That's going to be Garrett's. The VHS tapes will at least be fucking busting at the seams and breaking windows. Dan says, Soon Tech O is my favorite villain in the Missing in Action films. Yeah. Jeff says Missing in Action 2 was actually my favorite for many, many years. Love the whole POW prison aspect and fantastic villain in Soon Tech Go. Yeah. Don't jinx me, Jeff. Love it. It's great, man. Keep her going. Splash! I just don't know where it is. I know it's here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I bought it's kind of dingy and old looking, Gareth, but I got Splash there. Mermaid romantic comedy, kind of an odd movie, but John Candy is awesome in this movie. In fact, how convenient is this, guys? Hold on. Let me find it here. Remember that scene? What's she still good for? Oh, what? To jump start a car? Funniest laugh ever. I love it. Yeah, John Candy is the glue in that movie. I agree, man. Splash is great, man. He's got so many great moments. I think he just steals the thunder under Tom Hanks, man. He's so funny. He's like his womanizing older brother, right? I think he's older, might be younger. I can't remember. All right. The Others. The Others. Classic Nicole Kidman ghost story. I've always loved this one, man. The New York Observer gave it suspenseful, a wicked twist on an ending. Rolling Stone magazine. Sooner or later, they will find you. This one, I never saw the twist coming either. I thought this was just a fantastic, isolated ghost story, haunted house stuff. That's incredible mood and atmosphere. I don't watch it as much as I used to. Um, I may give it a watch every few years, but I do enjoy the others. Cujo. Oh, you guys know I love some Cujo. This is the copy I got, Gareth. I don't know if it's different for you, but Cujo. Classic tale of fear, really. You know, this overlying theme of fear from Stephen King's novel Cujo. Terror has a new name, based on the terrifying bestseller Stephen King. It's pretty classic. There's so much cool stuff in Cujo. It's still quite a scary movie because it can be so relatable. Being caught being caught by yourself or with your kid trapped inside with a rabid dog. That's scary stuff, man. I don't know if I have. I can. Oh, I do. I'll pull out some Cujo stuff for you. So this is my favorite, guys. I ordered this from the UK. I just love that cover so much. If you see there, yeah. And if you really look at the top, that's where D. Wallace signed it for me. To Jason, bite me, D. Wallace. Love it. And I bought this at her table. She was selling these at her table. Show you the one of my favorite pieces, man. Cujo. It's classic. Love it. Yeah, I figured, yeah, but the VHS would be different. Simon says she'd have to have no battery or reception on her phone if it was remade today. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's the way you have to do it. Jeff says awesome stuff. Yeah, I know you're a collector, buddy. I'm jealous of all that Stallone shit you have, man. It just you have some awesome stuff, bro. Dan says this has been great, but I have to head out. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for popping in, man. Yeah, I'm trying different times. Trying 9 at night, 7 at night, 10 in the morning. We're just trying different times to produce the content here. So I'm glad you like the idea and all that. Hopefully we can see you again in the chat, man. So thank you. All right, let's keep her going. We're coming down to the last 10 minutes here, guys. Army of Darkness. Let me see if I can grab it. This is the cover I have. I don't really love this cover, but why not? You got to have some Army of Darkness, right? This is one of the funniest films of all time. The only thing you're in charge of is Jack and shit, and Jack just left town. That's one of the best lines. Bruce Campbell, trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas, groovy. This has actually got features on it. Full frame representation. THX certified. Original ending. Theatrical trailer. Let's see here. The video movie guide gave it 3.5 stars. Bound in human flesh, inked in blood. And amazingly hard to pronounce, the ancient Necromonon. Necromonon. I can't even fucking say it, man. Or the Book of the Dead. All right, I thought I got a message there, guys. Yeah, this is just a one hell of a funny movie, man. Love it. Everyone should check out that one. Dan says, cool. I'll look for the next one. Yeah, man. We'll try and do another one. Ron says, groovy. Yeah, man. The UK cover has Bruce more ripped than Sly in Rambo 3. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Hey, Jeff, what's going on? Good morning to you, my friend. It's an interesting concept. Spin the wheel. Let's do it. Let's spin. Let's get her done. Let's spin it. Oh, a classic. Night of the Living Dead. Have you seen that movie, Night of the Living Dead? I do have it, guys. Don't ask me where I got. I bought a whole bunch of VHSs. I don't know if this is original, Gareth. You have to tell me, but this is the copy I found. Night of the Living Dead. I mean, it's not in bad shape, I don't think. Kind of tighten the sleeve here. I mean, it's pretty basic. Possibly the greatest low budget film of all time, filled with nonstop action. From the opening sequence in which Judith O'Dea is terrorized by the first living corpse in the Twilight Cemetery to the last slow dissolves as pans of still pictures decapitating the hero's death, the film is filled with ghoulish undertow that pauses only now and then on the thread line to reality. The film is recommended for mature audiences only. Classic movie, black and white. Night of the Living Dead. Which apparently you can watch. You could show the movie on YouTube without getting any dings on it because it's free to do. Copyright free or whatever. And Garrett says, was copyright free so anyone could release it as VHS, yet somehow I don't have it. I don't even know where I found that copy, buddy. Honestly, I do not know. I cannot remember. I bought like a whole boxes and boxes of VHS tapes just to get Rocky 1 because it had the cover I really wanted, and I got all these other VHSs as well because people are selling VHS tapes left, right, and center through Facebook Marketplace, but it's just the condition, right? What's the condition? Rambo 2. I don't think this needs a lot of explaining. The man is jacked. Rambo 2. Great 80s action movie. No man, no law, no war can stop him. Rambo, First Blood, Part 2. Stallone. Explosive action film. We got a little bit of Richard Crenna. We got Murdoch doing his slimy ball stuff. Fun, man. Fun action movie. I'll do it for you, Bronson. I'll do it for you. Murdoch, I'm coming to get you. Anybody who has a mic has to do that. It's hilarious. Yeah, Murdoch, I'm coming to get you. Gotta love Rambo 2. All right, we're closing in an hour, guys. I have stuff to do today. Let me know what you guys are up to today. I have to go play. I'm going to play basketball with my son. He wants to go to the basketball court. Then he's got a free meal at St. Louis. It's like a sports restaurant. Then my other son wants to play video games, so he wants to have some old school Zelda Link video game time. And I got some cleaning up to do too. So that would be my rest of my day, but it's been awesome hanging with you guys. So let's just keep let's go through the next pretty quick. That's another one, the Delta Force. It's one of my top shelf ones. I'm not going to bother getting it. It's not a very good copy anyway. I bought some of these VHS tapes that have like green in the tape, so I might have to chuck them because that's not good. That's like mold, right? So I'm keeping them completely closed. I just bought them for the covers anyway, so I might have to ditch the tape and keep the covers. I don't know. But the Delta Force, classic Chuck Norris, Scott McCoy. Halloween 2, guys. I know it's here. Halloween 2, my favorite poster there. One of my favorite Halloween posters. One of my favorite posters of all time there. Halloween 2, the night he came home. Again, the nightmare isn't over. Bronson says, I've got a lazy Sunday afternoon watching 80s, 90s martial arts and action films, currently watching a Dudikoff film. That sounds like an awesome afternoon. I got a stream next week, guys, of 1981 horror. So I watched The Prowler, I watched The Burning, I watched Happy Birthday to Me. I might get the Halloween in there, but I gotta watch the one I gotta watch the most is the Funhouse because I haven't seen it. So I got a bit to watch. I might watch American Werewolf in London tonight or The Evil Dead. I think I might do that tonight. Jeff says Halloween 2 is a fantastic sequel. Yeah, it's really good. I like that one. A Nightmare on Elm. Oh, number 2. Sorry, wrong one. I got my Jason mask covering it, but A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. The sequel I like. Not everyone likes it, but I think Freddy's makeup is pretty crazy in that, and some really good kills. Him coming out of Jesse is just crazy. H2, love that one, but not much here. Nursing a bum leg this weekend, so movies it is. But this has been a blast. Awesome. Simon says, sorry, Simon says underrated. All right, guys, here we go. Okay, I've done a lot of watch parties in the past, so we're gonna spin the wheel, and this will be an upcoming watch party when I can do it. So I don't know. There's some odd ones in here, so let's see. I'll keep spinning if I've already done a watch party of it. Oh, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I've already done that one. So let's spin again. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, we are watching E.T. Who am I going to find for an E.T. watch party? We are watching E.T., guys. Ain't that a thing? I haven't seen it in quite some time, so it might be fun. My sister drove me nuts with ET as a kid, but my son really likes ET, and yeah, so I think ET is the next watch along. Hey man, D Wallace, I love some D Wallace. That's not gonna be a good night. Simon says best film I've seen in the cinema. ET. E.T. it is. Jeff says E.T. phone home it is. Not seen it since I was a kid myself. Gareth says Maccabee is better. What about Howard the Duck, man? All right, guys, that's let me get back to stop the sharing screen and get back to this. And guys, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for coming out. Let me know in the comments if you like the show, like if you like this spin the wheel kind of concept. And basically it was just an hour building up to what we're gonna watch for a watch party. So well, yeah, we're gonna all set up ET at the when it's convenient for me, and we'll do an ET watch party, man. I'll try and find a guest. That'd be a good film to bounce off someone. So I know a lot of people in the YouTube world, so we'll find someone to watch who wants to watch it. But yeah, this is how I'm gonna say thank you to you guys before I say goodbye.
I owe everything I got, and my family has got to you.
There you go, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming out and sticking out with me. Simon says, cheers. Good concept. Good time of day. Oh, thanks, Simon. Yeah, I don't get to go this early. This is just a trial, experimental. I might be able to do Saturday, Sunday mornings, maybe come late fall in the winter or something like that, because I have a trailer and I head out in the summertime and stuff like that. So I'm never home on weekends. But well, yeah, this actually was a pretty good turnout for the channel, actually, for being so early. Danita says, have a good one, everyone. This was fun, Jason. Thanks, Danita. Jeff says, cheers, Jason. Take care, my friend. Have a great Sunday. You all have a great one, man. And thank you all for showing up and all that stuff. So let me get back to my ending. And you've been watching Backtrack Cinema. I'll see you next time, and I'll see you in the movies, guys. Cheers.